After a long and exciting regular season, we've come to maybe the best two words in sports, right? Playoff football. Shane right here with Yanni Karankas for this first round of the playoffs in high school football. 16 games in the first round involving teams from our area.
Over a dozen teams from our area hosting first-round playoff games. The margin of error very slim, even for the higher seeds, because every team in the playoffs at some point this season has shown they can get the job done.
All right, our game of the week featuring two teams from our area. The 7A first-round matchup. A third-seeded Jupiter hosted sixth-seeded Treasure Coast.
Just 3 wins this regular season for Treasure Coast. Jupiter just wrapping up back-to-back 9-win seasons. Both teams committing to the run game in the first possession for Jupiter. Chris Van Horn running the rock for a first down. You know what they say, the run game sets up the pass game. Andrew Embick hits KJ Larson over the middle, wide open, and he goes the distance, 68 yards to the house. Watch him backpedal like he's Neon Deion Sanders, 7-0 Warriors. Still in the first, Grogan Weber lining up a 45-yard field goal. That's nothing, Shane. He later hit a 59-yarder. Someone sent me a text. I can confirm that. 13-0 Jupiter, and the defense stepping up with back-to-back forced fumbles on TC drives. This one recovered by Nico Casella. Then right before the half, another forced fumble, only this time it's pinballed around. Shane Hollinger will scoop it for the touchdown. Jupiter moving on in the playoffs, a statement win over Treasure Coast, 27-0. They'll play at Dr. Phillips next week in Orleans.
Impressive from Jupiter. We'll keep it in 7A. One loss, Palm Beach Central made it to the state quarterfinals last year. Broncos hosting Fort Pierce Central. Mike Lyons with the coin toss here, a community champion there. First half, Cobra is trying to get the offense going, but the Broncos defense sniffs out that play and gets the run stop. Here's the Central offense. Now, Chance Roston deep down the far sideline. He has a man, Nadrick Bolden. They've been hooking up all season. They do it one more time in the playoffs. Then Roston, the handoff to Frankie Romero, and Romero's going to keep his legs moving, waiting for the official call. What is it? It is a touchdown as you see the official come in. More from the Broncos defense, pressuring the quarterback, forcing a bad pass. Anton Sharp. Sharp is attacked with the interception. Palm Beach Central over Fort Pierce Central, 38-0.
Cardinal Newman, a 1 seed in the 1A playoffs with Evangelical Christian making the trip east from Fort Myers. Crusaders up 45-0 at the half. You heard that right, but they want to keep the shutout alive with backups in the second half, forcing a fumble. Shamari Amilka recovers it, and he's all hyped up. Fourth quarter, same score, more pressure on the quarterback, and they force the QB to throw it away. Very next play, they get to him. Watch Sean Fleming come out of nowhere to force the fumble. That results in a Newman touchdown. Crusaders win 51-0 as a 1 seed. They'll host again next week.
So you can search far and wide. You will not find a team in our area that had a better season, really, than West Boca. They were incredible.
They've been fun to watch. Yeah, the Bulls undefeated entering the playoffs after their best regular season in school history, now trying to keep that season rolling against Steinbrenner.
Yeah, the Warriors making the trip from Lutz, Florida. That's north of Tampa for all the geography majors out there. First quarter, Bulls wasting no time. Mason Mallory on the QB keeper, untouched into the end zone. Give the Bulls an early lead. Back in the red zone now. Trey Moran rolling to his right, firing a bullet to Billy Clancy, the third. Makes a terrific catch in the end zone, 14-0 West Boca. More from Mallory again, keeping it himself. Just flinging off defenders as West Boca goes up 21-0. They take care of business, dominant in their first round matchup over Steinbrenner, 42-7.
St. Andrews looking for their first playoff win in half a century, hosting Archbishop. We've seen it from all year from the Scots. Big time defense, forcing turnovers. In this case, a fumble. That's Andrew Cabrera-Hawk jumping on the football. As for the St. Andrews offense, Jack Williams thinking end zone. He has Cabrera-Hawk, who recovers a fumble and then promptly catches a touchdown pass. Then another huge play from the Scots defense. The ball pops loose. Mark Nieder, the freshman, has it. The Scots win 31-20, getting their first playoff win in 50 years.
How about Boca High? They had one of its best regular seasons ever, 9-1, as the Bobcats come to play Goldman from Miami at home. It's wild second half here. Boca down 21-7 in the third. Much needed turnover. Heady play by Amir Holstick, forcing the fumble. Robert Perham jumps on it, and Boca cashes in on the turnover. Mason Chapman is going to plunge it in, 21-14. So they'll need another score, right? Chapman deep down the field to Tristan Johnson for the huge gain. Makes a catch. He's wide open as they get into the red zone. Finally caught up there inside the 20. It would go ahead and score to make it, would score and tie the game at 21. More from the defense. Goldman's quarterback is picked off by Lucio Rojas, a defensive tackle with a huge pick, and we have to go to overtime to settle this one. In the OT, Boca gets the ball. They hand it to Adon Elman. He's going to score the game-winning touchdown, sending Boca to the next round of the playoffs. They storm back to get the win, 27-21.
What a finish right off 95 there. When we return, the playoff edition of Football Friday Atlantic kicking off what it hopes is a deep playoff run, and we head to the Treasure Coast, all on the way when Football Friday continues.
One of the most consistent programs in our area, Atlantic, just wrapping up another incredible regular season at 9-1. It was the 9th winning season in the last 10 years. They've been dominant.
The Eagles hoping to finish off their season with a 5A state championship, with their only regular season loss coming against West Boca.
Yeah, the Eagles facing Mater Academy. Atlantic up 35-7 at half. Look at this at the opening kickoff in the second half. Tyrone Miller or Tavius Horn. They both wear 27 on the roster. And Horn or Miller, they scored a touchdown. Either one, touchdown Atlantic. Next offensive play for the Eagles. Look at this. Jamar Dean fakes me out and goes straight up the middle, basically untouched. Another Eagle touchdown there, running away with it. And then it's going to be Pedro Martinez, the young man, in at quarterback after the starters were pulled. Running clock here. He's going to go deep down the field. He says, I want some stats too. Jabari Bradley makes the catch. Atlantic rolls in this one, 49-13. All right, South Dade at Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia's the Chiefs. There was no score here, 0-0 first quarter. Xavier Clayton of South Dade to Montre Jackson. And it's going to be South Dade, the visitors, scoring first, 7-0. Chris Siska for Santa Lucia is trying to respond, but he's going to be picked off. It's Jackson on the defensive side. It's a pick six. Santa Lucia's shell-shocked to hear it in the first half. And then Siska is going to go deep again. It's Jamar Browder. He's going to make a catch, and he's going to score. Just like that, Santa Lucia is down 3 scores in this game. They finally would make a play as a quarterback finds his receiver over the middle. Yeah, that's Jamar Browder for Santa Lucia's. The other score there, Jamar Blackman. But Santa Lucia's, man, they wish they could have this one back. South Dade wins it 48-13.
All right, Kings Academy on the road in Fort Lauderdale for their first-round matchup against Calvary Christian. Kings offense always comes to play. Joe Daly to Javian Jones, their third TD hookup of the game. He says cash money. Then in the fourth, Daly keeps this one himself to extend the Lions' lead. Kings wins a thriller over Calvary Christian, 28-26.
Vero Beach hosting Lake Nona, looking to advance their home game here, second quarter. Nice screen play for the Indians. Champ Mons to Josh Lansifert. 10-yard touchdown to make it a 2-score lead for the Indians. Always playing well in the postseason. Then Mons, the young quarterback, goes back to the screen. It worked the first time. It's going to work again. Xavier Stinson on the receiving end. Vero Beach taking care of business. 21-7, setting up a great matchup next week between Vero Beach and Palm Beach Central.
All right, our play of the week, back to the overtime thriller in Boca. Edon Elman putting the finishing touches on a thrilling comeback win for the Bobcats. 10-yard TD as they come from 14 down in the second half to win 27-21.
Let's check out the scoreboard. Royal Palm falls to Wiregrass 42-7. What a great year for the Wildcats. Last check of the American Heritage Jensen Beach score. The Falcons down 21-0 in the second quarter. John Carroll falls at home to Dillard 43-20. Cardinal Mooney beats Somerset Academy 55-27. Glade Central impressive season comes to an end at home against Lakewood 14-7. A tough draw for St. John Paul II, falling to one of the best programs in the state, Chaminade 63-0. Pahokee moving on in the rural playoffs, dominating win 42-0 over Chipley, and Benjamin moving on to the next round with a 42-0 win over